All right, so we've got this question, and this question came in 2023 GCE, paper 1. So, on how to find the value of v here, we need to use the formula for finding acceleration, and that is acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity over time. So, this is the formula we needed. Why? Because they said um, the acceleration, okay, was 3 meters per second squared for 4 seconds. Meaning when time was 4 here, can you see it started accelerating from here, it was moving up to here. So when it was 4 seconds, the acceleration was 3 meters per second squared. So this is what we needed. So we have to put a 3 where a is, that's acceleration. We are finding the v. What you're looking for is the value of v. And then the initial velocity, of course, was 0. Over time was 4. So it started accelerating right here. It was 0 here, even if they have not shown, but you can see the way it's moving. This is acceleration. So just solve the equation, which is 3 is equal to v over a 4. We cross multiply. We're going to find that v will be equal to 12 meters per second. So remember to put the units. It's 12 meters per second. This was question A. Okay, so for question B, they wanted average speed for the first 12 seconds. So average speed for the first 12 seconds. So for speed, we of course need the formula. Speed is equal to distance over time, right here. Okay, so now do we have distance? No, we needed to use this shape to find distance. So let's find distance. So we're going to use this part over here since we don't have too much space. So we can say distance is equal to 1 over 2. Then we have a plus b times h. This is the formula we use for finding distance when the shape that you're dealing with is a trapezium. So you can see this is a trapezium up to 12. It's a trapezium. So my a will be from here to here. So I'm going to say 1 over 2, and then a is 12 plus b will be the difference from here to here. So I'll say 12 minus 4, which will give me 8. And then I'll say times my height will be from here to here. Of course, we found a 12. Okay, so from here to here, it's a 12. Remember the value of v is a 12. So 2 into 2, 1 into 12, it's 6. We work out what is here. We're getting a 20 times a 6 because 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 times 6. What is 20 times 6? This will, of course, give us 120 meters. So the distance is 120 meters. Okay. So now that we found the distance, we can now use our formula. Okay. The formula that I just wrote down over here. So I'll say, what is my distance? It's 120, okay, meters. And then the time is actually is 12. It's supposed to be 12 because they said average speed for the first 12 seconds. So it's 12. So when I work out 12 into 12, 1 into 12 there, it's 1. So my speed will be 10 meters per second. So this is my speed. Remember speed, the units for speed is meters per second in this case. Okay, so that's it. Okay, we go to the last question. The last question, they said find the value of t if the speed at t is 14 is 4 meters per second. So there is we need to understand a little bit of some English here. So they are saying this is 12. We'll assume 14. The value of t is right here. 14 is right here. When the time is 14 seconds, the speed here, the speed right here will be what? Will be equal to 4 meters per second according to what they said. Okay, And of course, we know that at v, the speed here is 12 meters per second. That's at v, okay? So this is a statement they've given us here in question C. They're saying value of t if the speed at t is equal to 14 is 4 meters per second. So this is my interpretation. You can see t is 12 here, t is 14. So how do we get to find the value of t? So what we'll basically do here, we'll pick the coordinates. Okay, we are going to use gradient formula. We pick the coordinates. So here the x is 12, comma, the y is 12. So this is 12, comma 12. Here it's a 14, comma 4. Okay, you can see here it's a t, comma 0. So I've picked the coordinates. Let me write down these coordinates here so that we don't mess up. So I've got a 12, comma 12. We also have 14, comma 4. We have t, comma 0. So these are the coordinates we do have. So we're going to use formula of finding the gradient. Okay, so m is equal to y subscript 2 minus y subscript 1 over x subscript 2 minus x subscript 1. Remember, gradient and derivative and acceleration, they are the same. Deceleration, acceleration, gradient, they're just the same. Okay, the only difference is that acceleration goes up while deceleration goes down. So you can use this formula to find n of them, acceleration or deceleration. You can use this formula too, it works. So we shall say this is our x1, y1. This is our x2, y2. Okay, so we first use these two. We're going to find our m to be equal to, what is our x2? It's a 4 minus x1, which is a 12, over our x2, which is 14, minus a 12. Okay, so when we work out here, what are we getting? We're getting a negative 8 over a 4, if I'm not mistaken. Negative 8 over 4, of which actually over 2, this is a 2, over 2, of which when we divide, our final answer will be a negative 4. So the deceleration, we've just found deceleration. Deceleration is this one right here. This is a deceleration. So we will use this same one, the deceleration. Again, this time around we'll change. Instead of using this, we'll use this set of coordinate with this. So this will be my x1, y1. So now using the same formula, okay, look at this. Look at this. So using the same formula, I'm going to substitute my negative 4 where m is, because I found the negative 4 to be equal to, m to be equal to negative 4. So this is a deceleration. So retardation, look at this. The reason why I'm using this. So retardation here will just be the same up to here. So whichever point you pick, for as long as it's along this line, the deceleration will be the same. And that's why we are using this as our deceleration here again, because we know that it will be the same. So our y2 will be a 4 minus y1 will be a 0 over our x2. Our x2 will be 14 over our x1, which will be a t. Okay, so now we solve. So negative 4 is equal to 4 over 14 minus t. We can cross multiply, of which we are getting a negative, a 14t multiplied by negative 4 is equal to a 4. Okay, is equal to what? A 4. So if you don't want to waste much of your time, you can even divide by negative 4, since it's multiplication, of which this and this will go. We shall remain with a 14 minus t is equal to negative 1. You solve this equation. Let me write it down here. So we have 14 minus t is equal to negative 1. So minus t is equal to negative 1 minus 14. When you group the like terms, So negative t will be equal to negative 15